Well, hi there, and today a verse from Matthew chapter 11, verse 12. From the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffers violence, and the violent take it by force. Now, this verse is at first sight one of the most perplexing things that Jesus said. It flies in the face of the earlier declaration, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Matthew chapter 5, verse 5. It is, of course, inconceivable that strong, dynamic personalities should be able to force their way into God's presence and advance in the kingdom of heaven through the power of their will. This is, nevertheless, an accurate translation. But the violence is not to be directed towards God, but towards sin and self. That's how we are to understand this verse. It is easy for Christians to become weak and flabby spiritually. And here Jesus indicates that the kingdom must be taken with the exercise of radical action. We must be merciless with our whining, simpering self, or we will find one day that we have lost our affinity with the old rugged cross. We are prone to desist from prayer, from actively loving others because we don't feel energetic enough. There is a great danger that we will yield our lives to a reasonable and rational argument that rises from our love of comfort and our love of an easy life. Churches may have many wooden crosses on their walls, but even more cushions in their pews. The words of Jesus are a constant challenge to follow him in a life where he had no place for it to lay his head, and a readiness to give up big and little things to keep our lives in the freshness of his wonderful companionship. Let me quote from one of the most marvelous poems, which we know as a hymn by Amy Carmichael. From prayer that asks that I may be sheltered from winds that beat on thee, from fearing when I should aspire, from faltering when I should climb higher, from silken self, O captain free, your soldier who would follow thee. From subtle love of softening things, from easy choices, weakenings. Not thus are spirits fortified, not this way went the crucified. From all that dims thy Calvary, O Lamb of God, deliver me. God bless you.